Welcome back to the Playin Possum podcast. I am one of the 5 co-hosts, the Mark, the Myth, the Legend, Mr. GH2, back with a full gallery and some special guests. Go ahead, everybody, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Let me talk to you. This is the real Greek, the 100% real 100% Greek, 100% silly but no BS taken. The DJ Be Silly. Yeah.
Oh.
Not everybody all at once.
I'll go. It is the LOAF, where loafing is a motherfucking lifestyle. They call me Stay Loafing TV. We back at it again. Like I said, I love wrestling. I am also the 2-time triple play power champion, repeat champion of fantasy football. Y'all can't touch me.
We talking about wrestling right now.
Know
what are you doing?
You cheated the first year. Anyway,
I want to hear nothing. 2-time champ right here.
Let's DHB go, because his mic. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, go ahead. Coming to you live for the 6.
He's got 3. He's got 3 belts. The title collector.
3
belts. Interrupting him. Let him introduce himself.
It's over. It's over. Next.
Nah, reintroduce yourself. Nah. Go ahead.
It's coming to you live from the 615. It's Mr. 615. I'm here.
That's it's a 615.
Look, name change. New name.
NYC, go ahead, even though we both from NYC.
Okay. I'm the man known as Raul Says Ketchup Included. Don't ask. We'll get to that story one day. Just here in my little hut.
Father figure is here. Christian Cage, just black.
I know our special guest would probably like to introduce himself. I'd like to give an attempt to do his intro for him.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord.
Here we go.
We have here
That's
the diligent, bit of meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the chiseled Adonis, live and in person.
All right. That wasn't bad. I like that one.
I'll give you a B minus.
It's around a B. It started off a little rough, but it's there. But I'm glad everybody over here got the belts on. You know, I had to pull up with some belts. I got all kinds of belts. I got, whether it be Attitude Era World Championship belts, whether it be ITC Championship belts, World Heavyweight Championship belt with the custom chiseled Adonis.
Oh, with the custom plate? Oh, no, he plays everybody.
I want some.
Okay, all right.
Where's my title?
I got more belts for you. No. We
got more?
More belts?
Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna need a belt. I need a belt for my titles.
Man's got more.
Man's got more
belts. Man's got more belts. He's got more belts than Steve Madden and Louis Vuitton.
And he got more belts than goddamn Kenny Omega, the belt collector.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of belts.
Yeah, all kinds of belts.
I'll rock with the World Heavyweight Championship one for this stream. I'll rock with the World Heavyweight Championship with the
we here.
leather slap.
Oh, that's the champion.
We here.
Leather.
We here with the.
I got belts.
WHT, B. Oh, you stupid.
Yeah, he got the Dom belt.
This man don't pull out the other belt. Oh Lord.
Man's got the Adrian Peterson belt. Oh
right?
God.
He got the Peterson belt.
He's got the Adrian Peterson belt. Oh
You're
no.
You're stupid, yo.
You got the
it's a belt. Not a respect. It's a belt.
Obviously, this episode is gonna be a wild one, but
We're about to go off the rails already. Okay.
We're gonna do our usual. We're gonna talk about Raw and NXT. What happened?
First off, I want to say we on behalf of the Playin Possum podcast would like to extend our deepest condolences to the family of Mike Jones, aka Virgil, who passed away earlier today. May he rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers out.
Yes, he did that. Yes, he did.
And
Yes.
Ole Anderson.
I know.
Ole Anderson, yeah. Ole Anderson
as well.
You're a horseman.
I knew of Ole Anderson passing. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
It was yesterday.
Passed today.
Yeah.
Brian Zane posted it today about Virgil. That's how I found out on Twitter.
So,
I saw this morning when I was in the hospital flying. I saw an update on that. Everything's gonna be up and up.
Yeah.
The opposite. He rose the Undertaker either. Excuse me. I should have recorded that. Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna start with Raw. Raw was a doozy. The fallout from Elimination Chamber. We got regular Raw stuff. You know, the judgment they coming in to interrupt people.
Right.
Nice. It came back.
We didn't know what we had until we didn't have it anymore. Like, but we need y'all to come back.
Exactly. We actually, I believe it or not, I actually missed that because it gave some sort of dynamic. But yeah, Becky basically got confronted by Rhea and Dom. Jabs were thrown left and right. I believe Rhea had the quote of the night in terms of that scuffle. I forgot what she said, but I know that she said some wild shit about her being on top.
Something mommy's always on top. That's pretty much how it always
goes. She called him a dirty kumquat.
There it is.
There you go. I'm surprised she didn't call him by a Mama Vega like she called Zelina.
Then Nia Jax attacked Becky Lynch for apparently just to be, you know, a hater. Next, we had a rematch of Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which was actually better than the previous one.
Yeah.
That first one was missing something. Now that first one was missing something.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn actually pulled off the win. He hasn't been winning a lot, so it's good for his momentum.
Yeah, he deserves
Shari Shinsuke. 2-1 against Sami? I don't know. Next after that was Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green. You know, Miss Eczema versus Miss Karen.
In other words, bathroom break.
Yeah.
It was a squash match.
Chelsea Green, even though she got squashed, she put on. She had me rolling. Like, I don't even care. Chelsea Green can go in the ring. She's just very entertaining to me. That's.
Yeah, she is.
Earlier
today,
she dropped the promo after the her loss, and I'm just like, dude, she is killing it with this Karen gimmick. Like, she was like, ecstatic, like absolutely animated, talking with her hands, kind of like a Greek, like me. But she was like doing all that the entire time during their interview, and she's like, does Raquel have your number? She's like, my number? For what? I'm just like, oh, okay.
Hey Greek, I got the Italians on line 1 when it comes about talking with their hands. I got the Italians on line 1.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
We actually got a confrontation backstage, an interesting one, because Gunther does not have someone to wrestle at WrestleMania, who just won a match earlier, Sami Zayn.
Yep.
Nah. Let me tell you a little something about that. On Twitter, I just watched the Chad Gable promo he did.
It's that too. I was gonna bring that up.
I think that is probably the best choice you probably can have for Gunther.
I was gonna bring that up. I was actually gonna say, what I don't mind is if you want Sami Zayn, if you still want Jey Uso possibly, maybe you know, a little 4-man can happen for the IC title, because Gunther, he's beaten 2 other people in the match.
Damian
Can he beat 3?
Sami Zayn.
And we're gonna get to Damian too, because he also confronted him. But Gunther actually did come out. What's up?
I have an idea. All these people in the front running for the Internet. I have a feeling we're going to see Intercontinental Champion ladder match at WrestleMania.
You know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea.
I've seen
the funny thing is,
I've seen a gauntlet match also be proposed.
A gauntlet match. I don't know.
No gauntlet match. Nah, not at Mania. We need something that's like high caliber, that is going to get the people's attention. Like, that could be an opening match, to be honest, for not even an open match for night 1. That could be an opening match for night 2, to be honest. Gunther in a ladder match, a fatal 5-way. We need to have it open up with a blast,
Because they did it in WrestleMania 31 when Daniel Bryan was the won the IC championship. So they definitely can do a ladder match for sure.
I remember that.
Oh yeah,
actually, in the last podcast we talked about the U.S. title being defended in the ladder match.
Yeah,
and that will open night 2 or night 1 to 2.
What? Who though? I mean, you got Logan,
Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Santos Escobar. Says he never got a shot.
I can't see Randy. I can't see Randy going after the U.S. title again. I think he done it. He did it before.
Well, it's actually set in stone that they're supposed to face each other.
I thought it was supposed to be Logan versus KO part 2. I mean part 3.
Logan versus Randy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be Logan and Randy definitely gonna have a back and forth.
You don't dump the Viper shit and not. You don't dump his shit with brass knuckles and not get away with it.
And yeah. So that's the rumored match, but I like multi-man matches, and I like when the crowd the crowd would be into something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we'll see. But yeah, Gunther got interrupted by Judgment Day. Dominic wants to face him, and then Damien also wants to face him. It seemed like Gunther was actually a little scared of Damien, which is fun. But Gunther said he is not perfect, or nobody's perfect, but he is very, very close to being perfect, which is kind of true.
The booking wheels in my head are spurning fast right now. But we know. Here you go. Dominic is the biggest, best heel this company has right now. Let's suppose Dominic does the unthinkable. Damian Priest cashes it on Dominic and breaks up the Judgment Day.
Don't do that. We don't need another cash in on a mid card title. We don't need.
But listen, this guy's had this suitcase for almost a year. They've teased it a few times. They've done nothing with it.
Well, he's gonna. What I think is gonna happen is that
has to be right.
We're gonna have 3 title changes at WrestleMania for the same title.
No, but here's the thing.
Or 2.
Well, two. Yeah, I definitely believe 2. If not, I don't believe Raw after Mania will conclude without Damian Priest becoming World Heavyweight Champion. Because I don't see it happening to the undisputed, Universal Championship, but it'll definitely happen on the World Championship. But the only reason why I don't think it'll happen at Mania is whether it's Drew who wins, I don't think they want to give Priest that moment because the crowd might not pop necessarily for that the way that they intended to. I think in the smaller arena for Raw after Mania, that's the move.
It's gonna be tremendous.
If y'all remember a long time ago, before Money in the Bank, we heard news that the woman who's gonna hold the Miss Money in the Bank, that they weren't gonna cash in and win. I remember that correctly, and that the men's that they were going to cash in and win at some time, and EO wasn't supposed to win. Wasn't supposed to cash in. Was it Money in the Bank? I think
she cashed in the same day, I believe.
Yeah. She wasn't supposed to win it. She wasn't supposed to win it. Actually, it was supposed to. News said that she was supposed to have a failed cash in, but they changed the plans on that. So Damien might not actually, for the second year in a row, we might actually have a failed cash in for the men's.
Yeah, but then last year the downside was it wasn't necessarily a failed cash in that made sense because they had him cash in on the U.S. Championship with Theory. So which still till this day I don't quite understand what was the move, but nevertheless the only thing with Priest is if he does go and cash in and lose, they kind of have to put it in a sense that it makes sense that he would cash in and then either he gets screwed or then he still looks somewhat strong. Because if he cashes in on a wounded champion or a mid-card, all of the steam that Judgment Day has been able to build, it goes completely out the window.
Mm-hmm. They've been teasing their breakup for a while now. They've been teasing.
I think if they do a failed cash-in, it's going to be Finn and Dom costing
Right. It has to be that way because you need Finn to now elevate to the leader. Because if Rhea's the leader, it really only works for her. It doesn't elevate the group. Dominic going in front doesn't elevate the group at all. Finn going in front works as long as they add somebody else. Because if it's supposed to be Dom and JD that's holding it down, it doesn't work. Priest being there has been magnificent since what they did with Edge. So I don't know if in the event they have Judgment Day turn on Priest, which I think will be the move down the line, especially with Finn having to be present when it happens. I'm just curious who it is that they're gonna bring in, because they have a ton of different people in NXT who they might elevate, who they can bring in. Who knows if they're going to try to do something, although I wouldn't like it, but maybe they might run a wild card with Carmelo Hayes when they decide to go and do something like that. Maybe he end up in Judgment Day. It's random as hell.
I wouldn't do it.
But me personally, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't want to put him in it. I wouldn't want to put Braun in it. But you never know.
Hear me out. Dijak.
No, see, I had a feeling he was gonna say Dijak. I had a feeling.
I can see it.
I can see it. But then the downside is, if he does come in, and this is my last thoughts on this as it pertains to just with the Judgment Day. If you do bring in Dijak in, what's the dynamic? Because we see with the Judgment Day, it's not supposed to be any leader, but we know it's Priest who's pretty much one. Rhea is still, running things behind scenes, but Priest is essentially the face of the Judgment Day right now, for all intents and purposes amongst the group. So if Dijak now comes in, is he going to be second to Finn? Is he going to be third to Dom? He's definitely going to be in front of JD McDonough, big head ass, without question. So now what's going to be the dynamic? That's my only thing. But I like that, because Dijak coming in, I think it works because he fits right into the aesthetic. But as long as they don't mess up the dynamic that they have going on, I think it works.
I think what the problem is like said, I think the Judgment Day kind of has ran its course a little bit too. Just like the Bloodline. Like
that's what I was trying to say. It's running its course.
Like it's running. Like these factions have run its course. Like we have, like I said, how many factions we got now? We got the Almighty,
Bobby and the Prophets.
We got the Final Testament,
Bloodline.
Judgment Day.
I think
Asian
there's
damage control.
Damage control's, I think, done.
Yeah, the Asian damage control. There's 3 others in NXT right now. The family.
I mean, NXT that can stay. That can stay.
NXT is a separate entity. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I think Mania should be the end of factions.
LDF.
Yeah.
I feel like once they end all the factions, then we get to see where the dynamic of these factions can go. I mean, like I said, with the Bloodline, you see the Rock turning. You see the Rock turning on Roman, of course. Boom. Right, and then it kills the Bloodline.
Yeah.
On damage control, Bayley wins the championship at Mania. Boom. We got the breakup of damage control. Then you got the LWO having a match. They're 8-man mixed tag team match.
Yeah.
That could just end the LWO. I feel like the LWO is kind of in a, what can I say?
It's a lull. They're in a lull right now.
Well, Ray's not here, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Without Ray, because Ray's part of the OG LWO. If you don't have the OGs of these factions that remnants of Attitude Era and stuff like that, or WCW stuff like that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work overall. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, no. Actually, to interject, I think it can work without, if you were to bring in a Conan, or maybe you bring in a Psychosis or something, you just have those guys make appearances. I'm right there with you. I think that could work.
No,
right? But I think what they could, super crazy coming in on the lawnmower. But if I think the way they can make it work is if you really amplify backstage segments, because I didn't see SmackDown or Raw this week, so I don't know what they're doing with Andrade outside of those video packages, but if they really work the backstage stuff to make people care, because I'm right there with you. If Ray's not involved right now, for all intents and purposes, it's really just Carlito and Santos. And even with that storyline, the people aren't buying a ticket saying, I want to see what's going to happen between these Latinos. It's not going down like that right now. So if they amplify some backstage segments or even in ring to where you care. Like with Zelina can work a mic. Let her go out there and then maybe get attacked and make it matter.
Yeah.
Have Alexa attack it and make it matter to where, let's just say if it's a number one contender, like when she had the match for the Elimination Chamber qualification, if I'm not mistaken, she just lost and that was pretty much it. So if they put the LWO and LDF in a situation to where you have the people really buy into what's happening, when they have that, mixed eight men, women mixed tag match at Mania, or if it's a 6-man tag at Mania, make it make sense. Well, it'll probably end up being 8-man because I think Ray is going to be healthy by that time. So just have backstage segments to where people are going to want to buy in. That's just my 2 cents on it.
And you mentioned Andrade.
Something Andrade and Dirty Dom segment on Raw too, and that's something that I kind of see turning into their own angle because Andrade and Rey Mysterio, they've had their history in WWE before Andrade left for AEW. So I'm just like, do they do a story? Because Dirty Dom does not have a match at WrestleMania. Andrade, he hasn't had a match since the Royal Rumble. So I'm just like, could they eventually have this be like Dirty Dom versus Andrade over there?
It's possible. That will be his return match. So,
and that's a perfect opponent, and they would have great chemistry. It'd be a great match. But then again, you don't want to have. And one of the biggest issues that I have with WWE in the past was one of the reasons why I didn't like the Battle Royal. You just had a lot of guys who had no story going into Mania, and just say, all right, well, let's just throw them into a match. So with Dom and Andrade, because we have enough time between now and Mania, it's about like 5 weeks from now. Yep. You can really build a story 5-6 weeks, and you still got a SmackDown. You got about like 8 different, or maybe 10 different television tapings before you make it to Mania. Moreover, you can use live events. Just have somebody get attacked here and there, and really build up the story to where every card on Mania makes sense for every single match. So I like that with Dom versus Andrade because they can work.
Oh yeah.
My original booking of this was there were rumors of a mask versus hair match between Ray and Dom, and then I would say Andrade would get involved in that one way or the other.
A hair versus hair match?
Mask versus hair.
Hair versus mask.
Mask. Yeah, I can't see that.
Would run it back?
I can't see that.
Dom as a Baldy? That's great.
No, Ray would end up losing.
Yeah, Ray. I can't see. I mean, at this point, we done seen Ray unmasked plenty of time.
That would be, in my opinion, if they do that, Ray's retirement.
Yeah, it's a retirement. Yeah, you're right. I'm right there with you.
Ray did say he wanted his son to retire him. He did go on record to say that.
He did.
I think he was looking for WrestleMania 40.
I'll make Dom turn face though. I feel like they'll hug, and everybody will just start cheering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, they would, but they would still boo Dom. I mean, he could possibly turn face, but they're gonna boo him. People just love to boo him.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the fact that Dom's getting booed in the first place. I think if we take that away, then you got nothing for Dom. You really have nothing for Dom at all.
That's true.
And I think it would be him turning face, utilizing the position of his father to do it. I think him turning face should be something that the people are actually yearning for, because people ain't yearning for him to turn face. They just love to hate him. I love to hate him. I'll rush the ring.
That is no secret.
A lot of people love the ring.
Right. So it's Mr. GH2 just turned into vacant. What's going on, John Cena?
Hold on. I got my dinner right in front of me. I'm not trying to eat on camera.
It's okay.
Fair enough. That's right. He's a married man right there. He's enjoying.
He's a married lucky guy. Lucky man.
Right. So, I said hello. But So ultimately, I mean, mask versus hair mask. Although it does sound very appealing, I mean, unmasking Rey Mysterio for his final match, and then he's already went to the Hall of Fame. I would just hope we don't see Mysterio again, because if he puts the mask back on, then what was the match about? So he would pretty much have to disappear from WWE. Period.
And they take it seriously in Lucha Libre when you unmask.
Right.
Yes, they do.
Right.
So it's like Ray unmasking for one final time. Yeah. It's like you can't show up with a mask all over again. And like I said, knowing that Ray's gonna show up in other wrestling events, if he's free to without a mask, it's gonna look, like I said, it's gonna look weird.
Right.
So moving on.
And later on in Raw.
Street fight. There was a street fight. Wow, there was a gimmick match. I was literally talking about this last episode. The New Day versus Imperium. Hopefully, this is their blow off. It was actually pretty brutal.
You said who and who?
Vinci, the New Day versus Imperium.
Oh.
Vinci was bleeding on the back, and he actually got the win.
Imperium went over.
Who was it?
Never mind. Kaiser got the win. Kaiser got the win. My bad.
Somebody in the chat. Somebody in this chat said the New Day was wearing Sharks jerseys, therefore they're going to lose. Who was it that said that?
Yeah, it seems like they were.
Son of a the married one, right?
That
the
was
married
not me.
one, right?
I said the last time. No,
they did.
I
They
commented
did
on
win.
the Shark jersey. I said the last time we had a street fight with a tag team was with hockey jerseys. I said it's going to be a good match because that's what happened with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens when they were in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Oh, they wore Penguins jerseys. That's right.
Yeah.
They wore Penguins
But
jerseys.
that match was really good. That match was
good.
They put on the show for that match. That's like a star version of a match.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate the fact that I be missing Raw and stuff like that. I don't like I said I don't watch it on regular cable like other people and stuff like that. That's why I can't wait for it to go on Netflix.
You got the sites. Just look at the sites.
Like I said, for people on the stream, hey, look, I do not. This for the stream. I do not agree with using sites, but off the record, I'm using them. I'm using them.
Being a Playin Possum podcast.
That's why I'm gonna watch Raw once I get done with this tonight. I'm fixing to watch it.
Of course, the guy from the Bronx wouldn't care about using streams.
Exactly.
The guy from the Bronx.
We're moving on. This was technically, I'm from the Bronx. This is technically another bathroom break match. Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. This is Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. This is
Shayna still wrestles.
Yes. Starbase is what I call their team. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Yeah. Wasn't competitive, but Baszler and Stark got the win, and they're moving on.
In the crowd,
and in the backstage segment,
nothing.
It's really nothing. In the backstage segment, R-Truth, The Miz, and DIY were talking about the regeneration.
Regeneration.
You talking about DI? You said DIX. You meant that's DIY. DIX. That's what I call them now.
DIX.
Because of R-Truth.
Drew McIntyre had a promo. He called down Seth Rollins.
Big cat in the middle of the ring like CM Punk.
We all know Drew McIntyre is gonna win.
Drew McIntyre is a certified hater. He's a player hater for real. I ain't gonna lie. This version of Drew McIntyre, I fucks with it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I swear, like,
that's what he's actually really happy too.
Like literally, like say, if y'all ever seen the Chappelle show and the player haters and everything, that's literally Drew McIntyre.
Oh yeah, hand him a suit. He need to stop coming out in the kilt. Come out in the oversized suit with a top hat. Let your hair hang. That dude player hater of the year.
He would be Nick
become the next Chris Jericho. Just fuck with people.
I need Drew McIntyre to come out and be like, "Yo, I'll be right back." It's like, I'll come back after I fill CM Punk's mom dish for the water, like they said to play haters. I need Drew to say that. I need Drew to say some real hate.
He just might, because on Twitter he's always resharing all like the player haters ball clips and. Well, not necessarily the clips, but I think like the photos, the memes. He's seen it all, so he's definitely going to be incorporating what the people are talking about online. But this is easily his best, performance of anything. I would argue him right now is treading better than it was during the pandemic. I mean, he's on fire.
Yeah.
CM Punk is back though. That's all I say.
Oh, he will. He will. When he comes back, he has to. A piece of me still holds out hope that maybe Punk can be healthy for many, but it wouldn't make sense now because he wouldn't be able to go, challenge Rollins. But
I mean, can we have Drew McIntyre bring back Broken Dreams finally? One like I said, for real this time. For this time,
well, actually, it could have. They might, because Jeff Hardy did have that 1 week with No More Words.
I mean, I seen like the like when they did the little updated Titantron thing. Like someone made a fan made one of when Drew McIntyre went heel the first time when he came back and it went heel the first time. I feel like literally they do it with Broken Dreams. It would be the perfect thing ever. Like especially the lyrics to the song Broken Dreams that he makes them come true. He is finishes a little story with the World Heavyweight Championship. I feel like Broken Dreams needs to come back at this time.
My favorite is he literally said in the promo, he's like, I see him, I'm dedicating my WrestleMania moment to you. I'm just like, damn, okay. Okay.
Brutal.
We'll see what happens with Drew over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Oh yeah.
Moving on, Liv Morgan and Nia Jax had a match that ended in the disqualification because Becky Lynch was, she's Irish, so she was mad. And say that again?
If Becky attacked Nia outside of the ring, is that not legal?
No, that's a disqualification. It's a one-on-one match.
Did not ring.
Yeah, no, because Becky's an outsider. Is an outside. What do they call it? Outside.
Interference. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it'd be considered disqualification.
But
if she didn't get caught, then it would not have been disqualification. Now that the fact that she did get caught, yeah, it's a DQ automatically.
The turnout is whatchamacallit. Liv Morgan's really upset. She's really mad. And her fans are also
Jesus.
But let me explain this. She had a chance. She had a chance with her championship, and it failed. I'm sorry to say, it fucking failed. So for people to be Liv Morgan needs her chance back, and look, like I agree with some like viewpoints, like Christian Miracle and stuff like that. Liv had her chance. Why does she need another chance at the championship? Why, when she had it the first time and the fan, it was.
She had a horrible reign.
I also agree with her.
And the fans did turn on her. The fans did turn on her.
Becky was right. They're going to turn on you without care. They're going to turn on. Look what happened. They turned on you.
And that shit was really
in 2019.
It was just bad because her reign was just, oh, you're facing Ronda. Oh, you're facing Ronda again. Oh, you're facing Shayna, which is a copy of Ronda.
Literally.
Oh, you're facing Ronda again. Oh, you're losing. Who did she lose to, Charlotte?
And don't forget that.
Charlotte.
I tried so hard after a DQ win. I'm like, nah, you should have lost. You should have lost.
It was just a bad title reign. It was a bad time. It was a bad title reign. Yeah. She still has potential, but she is 29. So, the wrestling peak age is really in the mid-30s. Yeah. So she still has time.
But he's still mid-30s.
There's exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, it's like the mid-30s.
So my question to that is, since we're talking about the women's division right now, do you think the women's division do need a new title, a singles title, like a real mid-card title?
No.
They gotta have something about the tag titles and the main titles.
Yes, they do. There's both sides to the story. I understand the no's because you don't want that title to really dilute the division in a way. But we do need a mid-card title because Kairi Sane's of the world, Raquel Rodriguez's of the world, Nia Jax's of the world, they would not mind, the IC title. They would not mind being the Chris Jericho of the women's division. You know what I'm saying? Or the Miz of the women's division.
It will be a workhorse title, just like the regular IC title, like how it always been.
Right.
Someone from my chat, my boy J Nap, he said, they gotta have the mid card titles, but you need the rest of the division to get some gold.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes and no. Because I feel like a lot of the women's division don't connect with the people. Not a lot of them connect with the people.
Yeah.
I think they it's just not a hit. A lot of them are just not hitting the way they WWE envisioned that they would hit. It's not connecting. For some reason or another, there's no connection.
There's a few that right now I feel like if they were to have a mid-card title, it would be fine. Tiffany, Naomi,
Zelina Vega
would be fine. Zelina, they have the crowd behind it.
Right, but the downside with that is, let's just say if you were to give, like Tiffany right now, right? Tiffany's over. And if she were to, they make an inaugural mid-card title for the women, and Tiffany goes and wins it. That's great. But then now, as your champion, if you want to get the title over, you're going to be the workhorse and everything. Who's going to be the competitors to where people care about the title and not just about you? Because once the title comes off of her, somebody's going to have to carry the mantle. And the biggest issue that I have, regarding the women is similar to what he said prior was, a lot of them don't connect. And hell, on the men's side, there's a lot of guys who just in throwaway matches. And if we really look at the booking of the women, the tag division sucks because you have a few actual teams. And then the teams that are actually a team, they don't really see the gold often, and you just throw a bunch of people together. Like Shayna and Zoe Stark, for all intents and purposes, they should be really competing for that tag championship. And they should, week by week, if they're going to be a tag team, they should be doing tag team stuff. So the way that they book the women, it would be terrible to introduce a mid-card title for the women, in my opinion, because it's going to end up getting treated the same way they treat the women's tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the booking.
And I would have cut the promo like Roman did on the World Heavyweight Championship. Like, the World Heavyweight title has always been my favorite championship, and I'm glad they brought it back. But we know it's second place championship because Raw needs one. But I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have said that. Like, come on, dude.
Wait, are we talking about the women's title or the World Heavyweight Championship?
I'm just saying, like, the same way how they kind of
devalue
the World
They would devalue. They would devalue the women's IC title. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of feel like they kind of devalue. I mean, to go a little bit off topic from the women's division, I kind of feel like they devalue the World Heavyweight Championship a little bit because the only holder that's been holding it is Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
it's like it's kind of like a repeat of when Triple H got the World Heavyweight Championship. It was handed to him. That's what Triple H did to Seth. It was handed to him, basically.
Was it really?
But he had to earn it. He had to earn it.
He earned it.
Yeah. I mean, he had a match, but it was like we kind of was expecting Seth to get that title.
A few matches.
No, right. Because he did win it, but everybody it's not to say that whoever has the title can't go. It was just a matter of we're only introducing this title because everybody's getting tired of Roman Reigns, and he's not working as often. Like when Brock was the Universal Champion and not really on television. If they made, I think there was a secondary title that was going. I think the WWE title was the WWE title was. I think during Styles was the champion for a year.
As well.
Right. The way that they booked it on Raw was, although Raw and SmackDown were separate entities, they never really made Styles feel like he's the number one dude it was still
he was on
Universal
SmackDown.
title, right? And he was on SmackDown. So if they now with the introduction of the World Heavyweight Championship, it does feel like, all right, you're only here because we needed something secondary for Roman. And just to what Alpha Omega was saying, it's if they bring in a women's IC title, it's what is that, the third title? Because if Rhea is supposed to be the champion of champions right now for the women, EO will be Bayley, and then at that point now Bayley would be number 2, so the IC title would be number 3. How are you going to get that over unless you give it to one of the 4 horsewomen? So
I think they could give it to
roll with that because Charlotte will come out of nowhere like I want that title.
You already know he's gonna be Charlotte.
I actually think Asuka deserves to be the inaugural champion.
Yeah,
simply because she's also very decorated.
Right. Asuka has had so many titles.
She's also held the women's tag titles the most. If I'm not mistaken, the most.
I think so.
And most champion, is she not?
Yep.
She's decorated, and she could go in the ring with anybody.
Yeah, but then the downside is only on, I guess, on the promo end, because there's only so many times in which you could go say, nobody's ready for Asuka. But I think with her, it's just a matter of, the in-ring work is there. But I think for that championship, you got to establish a standard. And I want somebody established to have the title. If not, give it to somebody like a Trinity Stratton and let Tiffany go. and really build on like a 6-9 month reign and then make that work. But I'm right there with you. If they were to introduce a it's funny with the time with the dates, but one way or another, if they were to have a IC Women's Championship, I think it should be something to where they actually really build it the right way versus just, all right, here's a title, like what they did with the Women's Tag Champ when they first introduced it.
You know what? If you give a title like that to Asuka, give her a manager who could talk for her.
Right.
Give her Paul Heyman.
Why? Nah. You know why I feel like why she don't need nobody? No. You know why I feel like nobody? No. I feel like nobody should really talk for her because I don't know. Her promos are just very unique. Like especially like when she was talking shit to Kairi Sane and called her a baka and everything. I remember that. That was pretty funny.
It's so hard to think.
Yeah, subtitles. I'm right there with you. Subtitles. You can have the subtitles pop up
now we're going somewhere.
Right. I like that.
Now we're gonna move on to the last part of Raw, which was Cody Rhodes versus Grayson Waller. Obviously Cody defeated him, and then he threw a chair at a black man. When Paul Heyman came out with his goons and all this extra stuff.
Nobody threw the hat in the air. Nobody threw the hat in the air.
The guy who got hit by the chair actually posted on his Instagram that he's okay. So we're happy on that.
Cody was just practicing for WWE 2K24 when you can throw weapons at people now. That's all it was. That was just a promotional act. No one else saw coming.
Also, the downfall of Austin Theory needs to really be stunned.
He about to turn face. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, he is. He's been defending Grayson, and Grayson has not been defending him. So that was Raw. Raw was a pretty decent show.
Promo at the end, though. Cody had me ready to run through a brick wall when he said that I'm not. Like, the bloodline is not hunting me. I'm hunting the bloodline. I'm like, all right, Cody, talk your shit.
No.
Let the man cook.
I would have been waiting on Friday for Soulless Dusty ass Cody to pop up so I could be like, what's up? You want to hear my
Dusty ass?
Right. I'm right there with you because I think if Cody, because of what his promo style was leading into last year at Mania, where he was like, you're going to lose everything. If you really want to take everything away, of course that The Rock is going to turn on Reigns when the time does come. But if I'm Cody, if you're really going to hunt down the bloodline, you got to pull up on SmackDown and be physical with it. Because too often, WWE likes to make it seem like when you're a face, you can't do dastardly things. Nah, go bring it back to when we had the Attitude Era, the ruthless aggression. You can be face, but you could be real pissed off.
Yeah.
Let him go over there.
Hold on. I'm gonna say something. Let me say something. I'm about to say not only that. I know what you mean, Chisel, because remember John Cena was whooping up on the Nexus. John Cena whooped on.
I was about to say that. We saw John Cena. Remember what he did to Jack Swagger?
Yeah, but he's like the exception. It's like because it was only him who had the clearance to do stuff like that. For the most part, the face was like, I get my ass whipped. And then just let it go.
Y'all are forgetting one person who recently did this. Bianca Belair.
Randy Orton.
Bianca does have that.
She had her own thinking she about to turn heel. She's like, nah, I just need to get my lick back.
Right.
Yeah, right. She's a super senior of the women's division anyway.
Remember in 2011, the CM Punk feud where Randy Orton was a babyface, but he was punting every single member of the Nexus, so it could be just him and Punk 1-on-1.
I remember that too.
Every week he was like,
right,
yeah, I'm face, but I'm gonna kick this person like Justin Tucker.
Wait, that's what they should do. That's what they should do is let Cody go and run his fade on every single member of the Bloodline. Because really, the match for Jimmy is going to be Jay at Mania. And you kind of don't want to, have a situation where Cody interferes and stuff like that. But if I'm Cody, I'm interfering in Bloodline matches. It's not only about Reigns. It's about all of them. I might pull up on Heyman, do a backstage segment, Heyman in the bathroom, taking a piss, taking a shit. have Cody pull up and do something, have him do something to the Bloodline. Don't let him
be smelling shit.
Okay, it's funny y'all mentioned. Funny y'all mentioned Randy Orton and all them, about when Randy Orton did it. But here's the thing: Randy Orton at that time was a tweener.
Right.
And let me give you another example. Remember when Tommaso went after Undisputed Era? He was a tweener. And like I said, I feel like that was the only time it really worked. For Cody, it could work in some way, but we already know too that Seth Rollins is gonna have his back. So I don't know if it will work just by Cody Rhodes going on a rampage by himself. He needs somebody with him to go on a rampage in some way.
Okay. So what are we grading Raw on a lighter scale?
Solid.
I say it was
minus.
I was a B plus. It was a B plus to A minus to me.
I'm gonna say I give it a B minus.
A B minus? You ain't watch.
I watched highlights. I watched highlights.
A minus for me.
Okay.
I say B minus because there's like 2 bathroom break matches.
I understand now.
Was when Gunther shot like he was nothing. That was fantastic.
Oh, Gunther looked like he was scared when Damian was pressing him. That's something that needs to be talked about. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to NXT. We kind of went too long in a row, but you know, NXT started with Kiana James versus Kalani Jordan.
Was that the opening?
I believe, right?
No,
yeah.
the opening.
Kiana. Yeah.
But the opening segment was Carmelo Hayes not wanting to get into the ring with Dragunov.
He came out there
unless there was a contract
on security, talking about you. I need a contract and I need it now. You got to the end of the night.
Are you talking about when Tony D'Angelo decided to show up?
No.
We'll get to that.
That was at the end.
That was at the end?
Yeah.
I like that twist, though, but we'll get to it.
But Kalani, she unfortunately lost to Kiana James. I feel like.
One thing that
what are we doing with Kiana James?
Is that Kiana James' whole interest gimmick is that she puts her finger over where her name is in line with the ring announcer. How you gonna show the production of an alternate angle and then don't put the name underneath it? Like that's the whole gimmick. Like you got the name tag underneath you and you got Kiana James, but then you got the camera from like 3/4 over here, and then after you do the motion, then we see her name. Like that might be small.
Kevin Dunn's running the cameras. That's why.
He's not. He's gone.
He's been gone.
I know. I'm messing with you. The ghost of Kevin Dunn is still there.
Booker T came back, so welcome back, Booker T. Thank you for being healthy.
Yeah.
The Rock's daughter, because I'm not calling her Ava. The Rock's daughter. Gigi Dolan and Jada Parker for later in the night.
Don't get me started with Jada when I find that.
The Good Brothers. Oh my God.
Good Brothers. Yes.
Face 2 black guys. So this is a little racially motivated. Anyways, Malik Blade and Idris. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not going to pronounce it. Inofet. Okay. They beat them with one magic killer. And the Chase U and Frazier and Axel came out to challenge the OC. They were fighting, obviously, and you know, this is all for the tag titles later on in the night, or not in the night, probably on Stand and Deliver.
Speaking of tag titles. Do you think Braun does double duty for a while? Tag title SmackDown?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I think he's gonna drop it.
Yeah.
I think he does.
But how
long is a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna
say about up to WrestleMania.
I'll say Stand and Deliver, they drop it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, but how do you get that storyline to work with Baron Corbin and Braun? Is it gonna be a turn to happen, or are they just gonna drop the titles and they just going their separate ways? Because I don't see neither one of them turning on each other. I don't see Baron even I don't know. Baron's been in a good mood lately. I just don't not see him turning on Braun or Braun even doing some crazy stuff like that to even turn on Baron.
615. Say what you were saying.
Have Baron get jealous. Braun's going to SmackDown. Be like, "Oh, you're leaving me." Whoop de woo. And yeah, boom.
That makes sense.
Jealousy.
We know.
Say that again, Alpha.
If they do drop it, you gotta have Baron Corbin take the pin. Like I don't think Braun Breaker taking the pin does anything for him.
Right. That has to happen.
Yeah,
that has to happen.
But is Braun going to turn to a Steiner at SmackDown? Can we have that happen finally?
I don't know. Hold on. Ask Madden 21. Maybe you'll get your answer there.
Bronson
Madden
Steiner,
21.
what's his name? He's in Madden 21.
Bronson Ronstein or some shit like that.
At the fullback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
we got candidate for Hater of the Year, Roxanne Perez. She faced Jakara Jackson. Roxanne actually won with a submission.
Roxanne is just
Roxanne
like anybody can get it.
Roxanne has slowly but surely started to turn into the female redacted. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say his name. With the crossface. And
that's why you said that. I like the female redacted. I was like, wait. Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh man.
And the later backstage segment.
We gotta do it first one time. We're talking about Chris.
Hey, listen, we don't gotta go there. Chris, we don't gotta do. We ain't gotta go there.
No.
Thea Hall basically got friend zoned, which is interesting.
This is just some romantic sort of high school romantic storyline or whatever, but she needs to be. I was worked up on Thea Hale's behalf. I'm like, if you don't smack the, I'm like, it's just right there. Just,
Luca Crisafino and Dijak had a match. Gacy showed up, but Dijak won.
Gacy crazy ass.
How do we feel about Gacy's?
Hold on. They'll fight in the Asylum match, probably.
That's at
Roadblock.
That's a Roadblock.
Next week.
That's next week.
That's next week. That's next week.
Promo they had of him last week and then this week, whether he just shows up and he's like, "Yeah, I'm here." He gets out of the straight jacket.
Next, Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley have a tag team title match
next week at Roadblock.
And Rich Holland came out after that, and he got hit by a chair by a returning Sean Spears.
The chairman is back,
which no one knew, and this is what we're talking about when we want returns or people switching to different companies and it not being reported.
Yes,
it was not on my bingo card for this year. Sean Spears.
It wasn't on mine either. But I feel like eventually he just put his name into the NXT title discussion.
I got two things to say about the Sean Spears return. Number one, completely fooled me because the whole every man has three faces sort of promo, that allegory is rooted in Japanese culture. So I could have swore someone coming from Japan. Like I knew like
Okada.
Yeah, I knew Okada's name was thrown out there, but his contract wasn't up, and I was like, if they're gonna do this now, it's not Okada. But then I saw Sean Spears, and the crowd and FCC were like, I didn't recognize Sean Spears when he came out. For one, the lighting was just super dark, but I wasn't watching when he was Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10, or when he was Sean Spears in AEW. I wasn't watching, so I didn't know who this dude was. I had to look it up later. But when was it Vic Joseph said, "Oh my God, Booker, that's Sean Spears," I couldn't hear him.
I don't know what that was.
Because the crowd just kept doing the holy shit chants, and it just kept blocking out everything. I was like, okay, who is that? I had to check chat for that. I also didn't know that Sean Spears was
Sean Spears.
I also didn't know that Sean Spears was Stan in 2006 in that Cyber Sunday.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
That's common knowledge. That's common knowledge.
Yeah.
Coming to everyone.
That was an ongoing meme.
You must not read all the YouTube comments and stuff like that, because from that segment that they have on WWE on the WWE YouTube, they actually have people talking about Hold on for a second.
I was about to say, what happened? You okay?
We had
I just kicked Stan.
guys that were security once.
Yeah,
A lot of former WWE security guys. Like guys who were just like, nah, I'm not letting a grown man touch me like shove me across like Samoa like MJF. He's like, bro, you're not gonna shove me like that.
we had a
Fuck you.
we had a parking lot segment.
Oh no!
The most games played in all of WWE.
Shockingly, no one got hands. Brooks Jensen wants to face Obafemi for the North American title, and Ava
Speaking of
that.
Obafemi, something interesting happened later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We're going to get to that. Yeah.
Lexus King. Oh, I can't say his name.
Lexus King.
Lexus King faced Von Wagner in a pretty boring match. Von Wagner won.
I would say Mr. Stone pulled the hell out of that neck breaker.
Oh yeah,
he got attacked.
He looked like Peter Griffin after he sold it.
True.
Next
like Griffin.
was thickness versus thickness.
Meat.
AKA Gigi Dolan versus Jada Parker. Jada Parker has been on a rampage in terms of anger. She's the bigger Roxanne Perez right now. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with her.
Meaty women slapping meaty women. Sounds like a good time. Carry on.
You would take it easy.
We had a title change. Noam Dar versus Charlie Dempsey. William Regal's son won a title. Charlie Dempsey is the new Heritage Cup champion.
There you go.
In a pretty nice moment. It was actually a good match too. The no quarter catch crew, and which consists of Damon Kemp and I don't know the other two.
Damon Kemp, Drew Gulak, Charlie Dempsey.
Gulak, right?
Yeah, Drew Gulak is in there. I don't know the fourth member, but the other three, yeah, those are the three that they had.
Yeah, so there you go, Charlie Dempsey, and basically the main event was Tony D'Angelo basically
asserting
himself face Dijak. Oh, yeah, you hear me saying Dijak? Ilya Dragunov. He wants to face Ilya Dragunov. And Melo was very upset. So now it's turned into a one-on-one match between Melo and D'Angelo to determine who faces Dragunov. Obviously, Melo versus Trick will happen, probably at Stand and Deliver.
That's going to be a good match.
May probably actually be for the title. It's possible, as like a passing of the torch for Trick to have the title and Melo to go up.
Melo's going to SmackDown.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think Dragunov is leaving after this match, whoever he faces. Because I think he's going to lose. And I think he's going to Raw. He's going to Raw, yeah.
Yeah,
when he goes, if he goes to Raw, does it rekindle that feud with Gunther?
Please.
Yes.
Definitely.
Please, run it back. Run it back.
What? Now that makes you wonder if Gunther never loses the title. Do you think he's gonna take the title off of him?
Yeah.
If he never loses it up until, because I think he should remain champion until Bash at Berlin, and then maybe even through that, depending on the situation. So it makes me wonder when they do move up, Dijak up to the main roster.
Dragunov.
Is that Dragunov? Yeah, when they do move him up, yeah, right. Because it's in my head. Now you got me saying Dijak. But yeah, so do you rekindle that? Or do you make him be the one who takes the title off of him? That makes me wonder.
I like that because as it stands, Ilya is the last person to pin Gunther in his WWE career. He has not been pinned since he's been up to the main roster. Gunther has not. So you have him losing a clean one to Ilya Dragunov.
But I feel like I don't know.
Bash at Berlin sounds like a great place
Gable, man. Gable put his name.
Gable needs
He
to
put his
win.
name
Gable needs a win. He does. And that's one of the reasons why I think Logan Paul being the damn champion, there's so many different people who kind of need that US title, whether it be Kevin Owens, whether that be LA Knight, who desperately needs to hold some gold. It doesn't have to be the championship of all championships, but just a championship would be nice. But they have options. But I think if anything, for Gunther, it should be Dragunov who takes that title off of Gunther. I think it writes itself.
You know what? I'm with that.
I'm so behind Gable winning. I'm so behind anybody.
You know what?
So Dragunov,
Gable being an All-American. Gable being an All-American, let him win the U.S. title.
Nah, fuck.
Ooh,
It's literally like they have
It's written right there.
What I think they should do, and you know what? Now my mind's running back to that earlier when we were talking about a ladder match for the IC championship. They should do a ladder match for the US title.
Yeah.
For like the IC championship can just have like no. And what they could do is not only just SmackDown, have it SmackDown Raw, and then maybe for the IC champion, if they're gonna have a multi-person match, you can have both titles flip brands without having to do the draft.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I like that.
But although you kind of would need Gunther to lose and then have a SmackDown person win it, but if that's one of the best ways they can do it is if you just have a situation to where you have all these guys together, then it works. I like that idea.
If Gunther loses like a match, like a ladder match, it doesn't make him.
It won't hurt him. It won't hurt him.
Yeah, it won't hurt.
It's five other guys. I mean,
unless if he's the last guy going up to the loser, then it won't hurt him.
Right.
Yeah. If he's under a bunch of ladders, then it won't hurt him.
That'd be the only way I can imagine
not
being able to get up that ladder. She's like, you're gonna have to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna have to bury him like the other redacted when the bloodline did that to him. We're gonna run through Dynamite and Revolution real quick. Hangman is gonna announce his status for Revolution. This is on the card. Will Ospreay is gonna show up. Talk about him being here. Statlander versus Sky Blue. Atlantis Jr. I guess his father is in the ocean. Versus Chris Jericho.
My bad. I had a phone call.
It's all good. Eddie Kingston and FTR versus the BCC. I'm gonna say BBC again.
The BBC.
And Sting.
You almost said it.
Will
Good catch.
talk. Sting will talk on his final Dynamite, and the Revolution card currently is FTR versus BCC again. This time it will be Claudio versus Moxley. The Wardlow Powerhouse Hobbs Lance Archer match has been called off. It will now be a
Bryan Danielson
Battle Royal. Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia for the TNT title. Will Daniel Garcia win?
I love Daniel Garcia. I ain't gonna lie, that gimmick is always gonna hit.
Take a shit versus Will Ospreay. Ospreay's obviously winning that match.
Hey, put some respect on Takesha's name.
Take a shit.
Put some respect on his name. He's actually a pretty good wrestler. Put some respect on his name. He's actually a great wrestler. Thank you very much.
He's good, but his name is Take a Shit for me.
I think Ospreay's gonna make him look like $1 million though.
Eddie Kingston versus Ryan Danielson for the Continental Crown Championship. If Danielson loses, he has to shake Kingston's hand, which Kingston will probably win this match. Probably not. We'll see. Sting and Darby Allin versus, I'm not calling them by their full names, the Jacksons, the fucking Super Kick Party.
Generation Next.
For the AEW World Tag Team Championships, obviously, the Jacksons will win. Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong for the AEW International Championship. I got Cassidy. He's my favorite wrestler in that whole locker room, but they'll probably give it to Roderick Strong. Tony Storm, which is one of the best gimmicks ever, in my opinion. Versus Deonna Purrazzo for the AEW Women's title.
Also respect Tony Storm's name is Timeless Tony Storm. We'll put that. You gotta add that into that. Timeless.
Ooh, I'll smack. I actually think Deanna's going to win, and it's going to be Oh, my bad. It's going to be transitional. I think. Huh? Oh, I thought someone was saying something. I think it's going to be transitional because obviously Mercedes is supposed to show up anytime soon. And Samoa Joe versus Adam Page versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. I actually have Samoa Joe retaining. A lot of people have Swerve winning. And no one has Adam Page winning because he's going to take the pin. So, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to Revolution. Some title changes. I don't want to see. What are they called? The Young Bucks? I just don't like them. Yeah. I don't want them to win.
Generation Next.
And I'm actually looking forward to that Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson match. So, we'll see what happens with them.
Needed to go disappear for a little bit because
I don't care about that match. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I'm be real with you.
Talk about what?
FTR versus BCC. I don't want to talk about that. I just feel like that's just a repeat.
Yeah, no, you could have seen that on WWE too in their cards, right?
Our next topic before we get to the game, which is at the end.
Yes.
How do we feel about gimmick pay-per-views? How do we feel about it?
Hate it. They gotta go. They gotta go.
So we basically have a consensus that gimmick PLEs need to go back to what they used to be. No Way Out, No Mercy,
Armageddon,
Unforgiven. Unforgiven. We need to go back to that.
Would you keep Hell in a Cell if they don't overdo it?
No.
If they don't overdo it.
Hell in a Cell should be a blow off for the few. Money in the Bank goes back to WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah,
goes back to WrestleMania.
I don't know.
It's the end of the rivalry. Like they're playing at Hell in a Cell. They're about to. And that's gonna be over, and then like that Hell in a Cell.
I also think that Elimination Chamber should not be a pay-per-view as well.
I agree.
Really?
And what?
Elimination Chamber
and War Games. War Games shouldn't be happening every single year. War Games should only happen. It's the same thing. Bring back just Survivor Series. Don't make it Survivor Series War Games. I'm right there with you.
I think
Survivor Series. You know what Survivor Series I missed 2019. That shit was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They should do War Games every other year, and here's why I say that every other year because, like you said, they do it every year. It's gonna get old way too fast. They do it every other year, or do it when it's necessary. Like with the Bloodline thing, that was necessary. Like I said, back when they did NXT. They did War Games. It was actually necessary, a necessary blow off to some people's storylines when they band together and stuff like that. But doing it every year, like I said, it's going to get old way too quickly. Like was it last year's War Game? Well, last year's War Games. It was okay. Yeah. Right. It was okay. It wasn't better than when we had the Bloodline and that when that wait was it? Yeah.
Hold it. Last year was actually good.
Last year's was
great because it was the Judgment Day, and then, if I'm not mistaken, it was Judgment Day. That was
the CM Punk return. What are you talking about?
CM Punk return. Yeah. It was
Judgment Day.
I didn't like the
back-to-back years. No, because
Randy Orton, Seth Rollins,
and the matches were good.
Yeah, I just didn't like the Judgment Day being in there. I mean, it was needed to happen, and that was the problem. Yeah, I didn't want it like. Yeah, that was a problem.
I think the last 2 years work, but I understand where you're coming from because it seems too predictable. But the only thing is, if you have it every other year, then you expect to see it. The way I think they should do the gimmick matches is it should be a blow off kind of situation where it's like we built the entire feud to a crescendo and now this gotta happen. And I think with War Games, because WWE always does this to where they band the baby faces together and they band the heels together. There's gonna come a time, and usually it can happen organically, where you got 8 guys who are all either vying for one thing, or maybe it's 8 guys and 4 out of the 4 just hate the other side. That point, now you got a War Games match. But you shouldn't feel like you have to have War Games every single year. Similar with Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell should only happen if the feud permits it. Yeah. Just like 3 stages of Hell was in the past. We've only had maybe about like 4, maybe 5 3 stages of Hell matches ever in WWE. And we don't see it like that.
And it's come back.
You know, and that needs to come back too. But with Elimination Chamber, unless you got 6 people who are it's a bloodlust for something, or maybe 5 people and then you got a champion. Because I think Elimination Chamber has to be a championship match. Agreed. Number 1 contender for Elimination Chamber makes no sense. So they should get rid of the gimmick PLEs, have it in a situation where it only has to happen because the story permits it. And I also agree, Money in the Bank should have never left WrestleMania. Don't make it its own pay-per-view. Put it at WrestleMania.
All right, I got something for this one. When we say that we have, giving pay-per-views and stuff, we sort of touched on it. Either it was after we went off the air on Sunday or like right as we were approaching the end of the podcast, where when you have a gimmick match that's only taking place at its namesake's PLE pay-per-view, like Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank, and stuff like that, we all know that it's only happening once. Money in the Bank, I do agree, should happen at WrestleMania because it also represents a better representation of a ticking clock. Because of that whole, you have a year to cash in. I had to look up.
And you know exactly.
Yeah, for exactly 1 year. So we can just say from Mania to Mania, you got that entire year to cash in. I had to look up when Damian Priest had it to cash in. He has it to July 1st to cash it in. That's just such an arbitrary date because Money in the Bank doesn't happen like on a consistent
every year on July 1st.
Yeah, it doesn't happen every year on July 1st. WrestleMania, you can sort of arbitrarily say, okay, you have it till WrestleMania because we know it's not going to happen on the same day. That's just how calendars work. But you move Money in the Bank to back to WrestleMania. That's already a bigger sort of a card, and you can still have cash-ins at WrestleMania. Like that doesn't take away from there. Then you have a match like Hell in a Cell, as Chisel Donna said earlier. If the feud permits it, you can have it at any point in time. You don't have to ramp it up to happen in October or whenever they usually hold the Hell in a Cell PLE. The last good Hell in a Cell match I watched was when Seth Rollins went against Cody Rhodes with the torn pec. That was probably the best one I've seen recently. Yeah. The one that Edge and Finn Balor had at WrestleMania 39. Was last WrestleMania 39. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, 39.
Yeah, the one that had at 39. That was all right. It sort of is the blood, the body spot with the ladder that sort of cut into it, but I don't think you have that because you even have the demon coming back.
Yeah.
And then you have
the only problem is with
you got to remember the blood the
only problem
was also like that too because the I Quit match, because they brought his wife in there and that's when they were all like, they got to get Rhea.
I do think though.
See, the only problem with the PLE things is that some of them I think should stay. Like Night of Champions, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Backlash, that return basically.
Yeah.
But some names like No Mercy, Great American Bash, those are NXT names now.
Yeah.
And
I do think certain gimmick PLEs should come back in the way that they are. Like Night of Champions and Extreme Rules, those should return the way they used to be, where Extreme Rules where every match was under an extreme stipulation. Right. Night of Champions, every championship belt should be under contention that night. Those two need to come back.
Right. So do you think we need to bring back Taboo Tuesday then, or Cyber Sunday?
No.
Leave that.
No Cyber Sunday. No.
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 Because unless they're going to do it legitimately, voted by the people, don't do it. And then furthermore, I think that should just be not even really like a premium live event. That should just be something like, all right, hey, we got something going on here. There's like a special, but it's not something to where you view it the same way you would view like a, not necessarily of the big four, but you wouldn't view it like a Backlash, which they should get rid of WrestleMania Backlash. Just call it Backlash, but that's neither here nor there. But
it's back to Backlash.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So just have if you're gonna do like a Taboo Tuesday or you're gonna do a Cyber Sunday or something of that nature, just don't try to set it up like it's on par with the other premium live events. Just have it like, oh, we just got a special going on or something like that. Because if they start making like every 3 weeks you got a big event, I think they should space it out to where you got about 6 weeks between every single PLE, so you really can build a feud.
Yeah, it is predictable with the pay-per-view schedule. Because it is at the end of every month, basically.
Every 4 or 5 weeks.
I also think we need to bring back Evolution. We have a lot of women on the wrestling card. Yeah. The Evolution should be a pay-per-view.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I don't like it because the issue is if you have the all women's card, you're really and given how they book the women. For all intents and purposes, right now, with how they booked it, you've got maybe 4 actual storylines, and then you're going to have a bunch of throw-together matches, which would be bangers, depending on who they book against who. But if you want to build the pay-per-view where it's an all-women's pay-per-view, you want people to buy in for this 3.5 hours. This 3 to 3.5 hours. If it's only 4 matches that I'm actually looking forward to, you just throwing stuff together. It ain't going to work. So it all depends on the booking.
That brings me to an interesting point.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's why at that point, if they do Evolution the next time, maybe we have a tournament for that women's IC title.
Yes. That's where it makes
exactly
sense.
Why I brought it up. That's exactly why I brought it up.
That makes sense. But well, actually, you know what? I can flip my thought process on it. If it's a 5, like if you book Evolution like we used to book takeovers, well, I think somewhat they're still doing it where it's like a 5-match takeover, some of that nature. If you book Evolution like that, it works. It works because if you have like you have the both women's championship matches, you have the tournament for the mid-card championship where it's not necessarily a bunch of different matches that's going on. It's just the finals that's there. Your women's tag match, and then you have one, singles or maybe a tag feud that's been going on, and you set it up to where the people who have earned their way there, those women have matches. I'm all for it. But if you just go have a women's pay-per-view and you just throw all the women on there, and now you got like a random miscellaneous battle royal, we're gonna run into the same issue.
No, that's why I say it'd be like King of the for example, King of the Ring. Was it 2? When did Kurt Angle throw Shane McMahon in King of the Ring? What year was that?
2000? 2001.
Remember they had the semifinals and the finals in the same pay-per-view?
Right.
They can have it like that.
I also think King of the Ring should be a pay-per-view again.
It should.
I enjoy it. And Queen of the Ring. I respect both sides.
The only thing that sucked was when they had it and they brought it back, they have to make winning the King of the Ring or Queen of the Ring, they have to make it important.
Yeah.
Because in the moment of us watching it, it's great. But then once it's done, what are we doing? They hold William Regal in 2008. He should have went on to win the World Championship, or I should say WWE Championship. That's neither here nor there. I'm still not over it. But with Woods, he ended up getting... I don't even think Woods was hurt. I think they just kind of had Roman bury him to a certain degree, stepped on the crown, and then Woods had an injury down the line. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Zelina was the last Queen of the Ring. And
correct. She was.
Yeah, she's the last one.
As well.
Yeah.
They both got old.
Yeah, so you kind of have to, if you're going to do the King or Queen of the Ring, you need to think about what happens after the pay-per-view, because it has to mean something. You can't just, all right, we're going to have 3 months of acting like we're King Booker, and then it's all over. Like, you can't just, all right, I win the tournament. Let me start wearing, I got a scepter.
Give me a future title shot. A future automatic title shot. Yeah.
Right. Give them a title shot. Don't make them just have to come out and then they got a different theme music. They're waving and all this other stuff. Let them be their same sort of gimmick that they had going on. They just got a bit more bravado, but have something promised to them so they have something to look forward to. Because if it's about bragging rights, you can have bragging rights. You beat somebody on a random Monday night Raw. You should have bragging rights. Now me beating you in a tournament, what's the difference if it ain't leading nowhere?
I ain't gonna lie. When you brought up Booker T, the first thing that popped in my mind was Kurt Angle and what he said about his wife. I like good escapes. I was like, hey,
First of all, right? I was Booker T for Halloween this year. So.
Oh man! Do not tell me.
Give me a sec. I need the floor for a moment. I've been tap dancing around this topic for the last week and a half. Those who know in the chat know. Can we book a weekly show of just ladies?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
The way I'm thinking of.
What, like
hold on. Let me finish.
No,
like 2 hours.
Let me finish. The way I'm thinking of it, in a perfect world, if you book a weekly show of just women, the storylines that they have on that show can still carry over to the Raw or SmackDown that they are part of. But it will give the women more TV time. And you could even put, if you wanted to put a women's mid-card title, you could put that as the main championship on that show. And then that would at least create a reason for people to tune in and care about that title, at least one of them anyway. I think that if you can build up multiple storylines, because you have a lot of women who are just sitting there on the sidelines not doing anything, and they can also go in the ring.
Miss Eczema.
Yeah.
Do AEW fans
chill
care
out
about
on
the
Raquel, dog. Chill out on my girl, hey.
They don't at all. They do not care about that title. They don't.
But I'm gonna say why it doesn't work, because people gotta be tuned in. That's the problem.
Right.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Women wrestling how it is now, I love it. I love how it is now. But there's just some women that just can't wrestle. So how am I gonna be tuned into a match where they just can't wrestle? Let's be honest. I mean,
Well,
I don't even think it's just a matter of wrestling as well, but it's also character work. You got to, because Raquel in the ring and her entire thing. I love me some Raquel, but all she do is go out there and smile, have a bit and flex her back. Natalia, I've been on the record for years telling this old lady to retire. Not that she can't wrestle. She can wrestle with anybody, but she's just boring. So I think if you do introduce an all-women show, we still run the same problem behind with the booking. Because I think Raw being a 3-hour show, there's no reason why you should have a segment to where people want to go take a bathroom break. Really, if they set it up to where every single segment matters, there's no fluff or filler throughout the show, you can establish all of the women the right way. Because you don't need, of course, your staples, you want to have them on television every single week. Like, you can have a Rhea on television every single week because she's earned the right to do so. So if she has 3 segments, it works. But you can have Candice LeRae or Indy Hartwell in segments that make sense. Don't just have them standing sideways backstage. They talk for a couple of seconds, and that's the only time we see you. So I think it all comes down to the booking. If they book the women accordingly, give them their own show. I love it, where they have 2 hours and you can make it work. But if they're still going to book them the same way, they're just going to do the women more harm than good, because we're going to end up having even more fluff than we already have right now. So I think it's on the booking.
Very upset.
It's on the booking.
Very upset.
Can I say one thing? Hashtag Piper Niven next champion. I'm not gonna lie. I need Viper to come back. I seen her matches back then. Piper Niven needs to be a champion. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, you a big girl can move like that. Hey yo, hey look, she can move. I ain't gonna lie.
Bar can move too. That means he's
Do you guys think that versus how?
Wait. What you say?
What is that?
I said Ivar can move too.
Hey, I've been on the record. I've been on the record saying that Ivar should be in the IC title contention.
He should.
I've been on the record.
He should. Oh, and by the way, I think for all intents and purposes, him and Brunson Reed had quite a little back and forth for a couple of weeks, and then they just kind of left that alone. I think they should have dove deeper into that, because I'll tell you something right now. If they had a match at Mania, and you don't need to book it like this is going to be box office, but you just have them do just a bunch of back and forth, and then have them have like a 2 out of 3 falls. 10 minutes. You could have 2 out of 3 falls in a 10-minute and an 8-minute match. I promise you it'll work. You just see these two, as Big E would say, I'm gonna say a preemptive pause, 2 big meaty men slapping meat. They gonna have a magnificent match. People gonna tune in. It's gonna work.
Hey, make it a triple threat. Angelo Dawkins, Ivar, and Bronson Reed. I want to see that. You know how they did the little match last year with the little what was it called?
The tag team
showcase match.
Once again,
I could see a triple threat showcase match
so much. I was so into that match.
Titus was a goat in commentary.
In my opinion, one of the best openers in Mania history. In my opinion, I think it was an opener.
I think it was an opening match.
It opened
night 2, I think.
Night 2.
Yeah, it opened night 2. No, wait, no.
One of the best openers in Mania.
When was Redacted versus Omos? Was that after Cena versus Theory?
Wait, we gotta redact him too?
Oh, no.
We gotta redact him too?
Yes, we gotta redact him too.
Yes.
Oh, man.
He's redacted. What, you forgot?
I mean, I know, but damn, that hurts. That hurts. That's my dog.
I hate redacting it, but we agreed to do it.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't the opener. It wasn't the opener. It was It was after Cena Theory.
That's what I thought.
That match.
That's why I said it was after Cena Theory.
That should have opened Mania. That would have been an amazing opener. Amazing opener.
That was like when Matt Cardona won the IC title. Wasn't the opening match right there too? Like he
that was 32 though, no?
Yeah, that was 32.
All right. So we're gonna go to the game.
Here we go.
The game is guess who? Start clapping. Alright, fuck y'all.
Look, this be the best time to have a soundboard, but like start clapping.
My title. Oh yeah, where's the soundboard? Anyways,
we'll get you a stream deck.
That's money. So yeah, guess who? We're basically we're gonna go on the circle. Or whoever wants to go.
This one right here too. Real quick.
I'm on my stream game, by the way.
On my screen, we're gonna go from bottom to top. So Loafin will be first, then GH, then 315 or 615. My bad.
But
now
on my
NYC.
Side, the screen.
Now it's NYC. Yeah.
Now I'm back next to you.
The screens will change because it orients in alphabetical order by who has the cameras on. And then if the camera's off, then it just resets.
Actually, so who wants to go first then?
I'll go first since I got caught out first.
All right. So basically, right, you're going to think of a wrestler. We're going to do, they've wrestled at least in the 2000s. We're going to do that.
Wait, 2000s, 2010s, on up?
2000 to now.
Okay, so that's millennial. So we got 24 years to work with.
Yes.
Right, okay. As long as nobody say Simon Dean, we're fine.
Simon Dean, are we? Dan
every question that someone asks is a point to the jackpot. If you
how many questions?
Just however amount people feel like asking, to figure out who the person is. Every wrong answer, I changed it up because it used to be 5 points per question. Every wrong answer is 5 points. Negative in the negatives. So you can get into the negatives in this game. I don't expect anybody to guess with the first answer or with the first question. And ultimately, whoever has the most, wins. And we're going to try to go in order. We're going to try to do 2 rounds.
All right.
If we have enough time. But yeah. I just laughed like that. Damn, fuck you.
I got my wrestler already in my head too. Okay. That's the thing.
Who wants to ask the first question? Anybody can ask. We all have to ask at least one question.
Yeah, one question.
Is this a male or a female?
It's a male.
All right.
Wait, is I say yes or no, or do I answer the question?
Yeah, I will stick to yes or no.
Yes or no? Okay.
My bad. Okay, but yes.
But we'll count that. That's 1 point on the board. I'm gonna count.
Is this wrestler still active?
Yes.
Okay,
Male
so that's
wrestler
2.
still active.
Are they over the age of 30?
Let me check real quick. Over age of 30. Yes.
Okay. Are they a WWE superstar, as they call? Okay.
Currently.
Have they won a world championship?
Oh, any brand, right? Right?
Any brand?
Yeah, any brand.
Yes, they have.
Ooh. These motherfuckers. Okay. Greek, you gotta ask the question.
I admit it's gonna be a little bit hard though.
Greek, you gotta ask the question. He was not paying attention. Okay.
I should check. Oh, let me check. See, look, I do have a pop.
Are they currently an NXT superstar?
No.
Okay.
That was good.
That's a good question.
You kind of went. You kind of thought it like me. I was thinking about if they were NXT star.
Hey, look, the question you would have actually asked. Hey, look, I would it would have been an easier hint.
Greek, are you here? Or Alpha, are you here? I saw his mic moving. Anyways, someone else asked the question. I can't. I gotta wait.
Are they a Raw superstar?
Yes.
Oh shit! I was looking at NXT.
I don't think y'all ever guess it though. I have a feeling y'all gonna lose.
Is there a limit to how many questions until we can get the answer?
No limit.
Oh, geez. When can we make a guess?
You can guess whatever.
But if you guess and get it wrong, are you now disqualified from guessing again?
No. You just get negative points. I'll do negative 3 instead of 5.
No.
Damn it. It's going for the shock answer. I like that. It's going for the shock answer.
That was a good one though. That was a good shock answer. I'll give you that one.
All right, so Chisels, you're in the negatives. Negative 3.
I got one. I got a question. Is this wrestler
and that's also
American?
Let me double check again. If I remember correctly,
I swear to God.
Is he American?
I swear to God.
I believe so. He is.
Okay.
It's not that guy.
So it's a male Raw superstar over 30 that's American.
That narrows it down.
That was a champion.
Was a champion.
Ah, damn.
Was a champion.
I should have specified which champion.
Is it Johnny Gargano?
No.
Not Johnny Gargano.
Okay.
Did he hold a tag team title?
Yes, he did.
Question.
He did hold a tag team title.
Does he come from a famous family?
No.
You gotta ask like 3 questions. You gotta ask 3 questions right now, bro. You gotta ask 2 more.
Come from a famous family.
Yeah, ask 2 more.
Two more rich families. And does he?
I see chiseled. He's licking his chops like he wants.
You gotta get his 2 questions off. It gotta be fair.
Damn. Is he a Grand Slam champion?
Is he a Grand Slam
That's
champion?
a great question.
No, he's not.
Great.
Ooh, that narrows it.
Okay. You said he's not a Grand Slam champion, just to clarify?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Can I take a guess?
Take a guess.
Yes, you can.
Chad Gable.
No.
I don't think Chad Gable.
I went off the tag team champion.
He was
a tag team champion, no?
Yeah.
With Jason Jordan.
He also had to be a world champion as well at some point in his career.
Okay, world champion. Okay. All right.
Tag
What's this guy on the
champion,
left?
world
What-
champion, but not a mid-card champion.
Correct.
Has he ever
He was a.
a mid?
Has he?
Active on Raw.
He said, "Has he ever won a mid card title?" That's what he said.
No, he hasn't.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check again. Has he mid card title WWE? No.
Has this wrestler ever been in
Has he-
another promotion?
I was about to ask that.
Has he been in another promotion? Yes.
Oh,
Never had
Wait.
a mid-card champion.
He's been a world champion and a tag team champion.
And he's currently on Raw.
and he's
Correct.
active on Raw. Been
And he's never had a mid card title.
Active on Raw.
Was he at one time? Was he at one time an NXT champion?
Yes.
How many times?
What the frick?
And he's American. I have to
No, you hit
specify
one.
he is American.
Yes, he is American.
Because I was thinking Drew McIntyre the whole time. That's why I asked if he's.
Nope, it's not
Yeah,
Drew.
but since they
But
never
he's
won the
never been a
mid-card,
He's never won a mid card title, right?
Right.
It's not Ciampa because he's Italian. It's not Ciampa because he's
Look
Italian.
at that. Hey, that is actually the right answer. It is Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, it is. I got it by
He's been an
default.
NXT Tag Team
Who got
Champion.
it?
He's been an NXT
Me, I
Champion.
got it.
He's on
Damn,
Raw. He's never won a
NYC.
mid-card title, and he's American.
13 points. You had got a negative.
Whoever
Damn, so I
said
was
Gargano
close.
was hella close.
I was close.
Hella close. Yeah,
I
whoever
was
said
close.
Gargano
I got
was hella
it.
close.
I'm sick.
Oh,
I didn't take
bro.
into account the NXT championship, so I completely.
That's why I
thought
asked you
Ciampa
that.
earlier because I was thinking once I asked Grand Slam, it was like no. I'm like, all right, perfect. So I was thinking I was wiping out names, and Ciampa came to mind. I said, no, it can't be Ciampa. I'll move
Because
right past him. I
That's
was
why I said if any brand.
That's why
And-
Ciampa is from Sicily, but I didn't think he was born here. Okay.
He's born in Boston.
Well, I'll
Okay.
be.
Ah,
That's a good game. That's
So-
a good game.
All right.
NYC, you get to do the next person.
Are we popcorn? I thought we were going in a rotation.
Now I'm in the bottom.
Hey,
I'll
was
go.
that Gargano
I
one
guess-
though? Oh
I-
my
I
god,
guess-
that's scary.
I got it. Whoever gets it right goes next.
All right.
Whoever gets it right. Since I got it right. Okay. Go ahead.
Is he a current superstar? He isn't. I see that face. He isn't. He isn't. Okay.
Is he a grand? Is it a Grand Slam champion? Oh,
Inactive, not a Grand Slam champion. Just to clarify.
What era was?
Yes or no question.
What era?
Yes or no
it has
question.
to be
Yeah,
a yes or no
whatever.
question.
Did I
Oh
hear?
yeah, that's not a question. That's not a yes or no question.
Okay. I thought I heard somebody
You gotta-
say is. I thought I heard. Okay, go ahead.
You got to do a yes or no question, Alpha.
Oh, okay.
Was this wrestler in the Ruthless Aggression era? No.
No.
Were they part of the PG era?
Was this wrestler in the golden era?
Oh, for Golden. What about PG?
The what about PG era, as they call it?
Before I go, is this is only from 2000 forward?
Yeah, I don't know why he asked that question.
Okay. All right.
Oh, because I was thinking like 80s too. Because when he said no ruthless aggression, no. So I was thinking 80s. Oh, so it's 2000.
No, he said no to the Golden era.
Yeah, because the Golden's
So-
in the 90s. Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay.
And you got the Attitude Era that ended
I'll
in
give
2000.
you- He was part of the golden era for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so he's someone I can't ask.
So
Wait,
I think
wait.
it's-
was he active in the Attitude Era?
No spot appearances, but not active, not on the active roster.
Okay, I give him that. I give him that. I give him that.
All right.
Wait, this is 2000 all up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah. But they could have wrestled in the 90s. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, spot. I also said spot appearances too. Spot appearances.
Right. Okay.
Are
So
they over the age of 50?
This in particular one, yes.
Were they
That's a
part
great
of a
question.
tag team in the Attitude Era?
Okay, that rules that out. Then what I was looking for.
I was looking for LOD. I was thinking LOD.
You're in the right era, but no.
Oh.
No.
Was this wrestler in a faction of some kind?
No faction.
No faction. Who the fuck is this?
Is it Hacksaw Jim Duggan?
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Was-
that's a -3.
Was this wrestler an IC champion?
Yes.
What?
Okay. Is he black?
No.
Yeah.
But I see why you asked. I see why you asked the question. You have to.
Is he? Well, you said he was an IC champion, right?
It was an IC champion. Yes.
Is he a multiple IC champion?
It's not multiple.
Okay, so that ruled
One
out.
time.
Damn.
I'm gonna do an insane pull. Roddy Piper?
Good guess, but no.
Wait, Roddy Piper was Wait, what is Roddy Piper IC champion once again? In the
WrestleMania.
2000s?
In the
92,
90s.
92, I think.
Oh, 92?
I got a question. Does this wrestler have any descendants that were or currently are active in WWE?
No.
Damn it!
Damn.
I had it.
So
he
I
wrestled
had my
for TNA?
guess.
So he was in the golden era spot appearances, right?
Yeah, he wrestled in TNA.
No.
Okay. That rules out my guy.
Was he ever in WCW?
Yes.
Okay.
That helps.
Oh shit.
IC champion.
I was gonna say, is he American?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you say he's all right? Never mind. That rules out that guy too.
Who was it that asked? Who was it that asked a question about a relative? Who was it that
That was
asked
me.
that? I need to.
That was me.
Run back that question one more time.
Does this wrestler have any descendants that were or currently are active in the WWE?
Okay, because there was a lot of noise back here. He actually does. There's a lot of noise behind that.
Oh, okay. So he does have someone that's. Who the fuck is?
So my chat. Someone in my chat asked JNAP. He said, "Is it Jeff Jarrett?"
No, he's a multiple-time IC champion.
Yeah, that's multiple time.
And also
That
wrestled in
wouldn't
TNA.
Never wrestled.
I'm gonna make my first guess. I hope
it was.
I'm gonna make my first guess.
Wait, can we go over the hints again? So he was an IC champion. He's from the golden age, from the spot appearances, right? But he had spot
Was in
appearances.
WCW.
He had spot appearances in 2000s, right?
2000, 2001, early 2000s. Yes,
But he's an IC champion.
he was an IC champion.
I have a guess.
Hold on, I got another question.
I need to make a guess.
Go ahead.
Is it Mr. Perfect?
No.
No, because he had to be descendants or something like that.
Right.
Now be Kurt. His what's his
Kurt
face?
Hennig.
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Axel.
Did he wrestle in the 80s?
Curtis Axel.
Did he
Yeah.
wrestle in the 80s?
Kurt Hennig. Yeah.
And he wrestled. He wrestled in the.
Did he wrestle in the
Mr. Perfect
80s?
was too far back. Dang it.
What's that?
Yeah.
Did he wrestle in the 80s?
Yes.
I have a guess.
Go ahead.
Is it Marty Jannetty?
No.
Fuck.
Y'all gonna pull your hair cap and ski cap out when I tell you when you get the answer. When I tell you the answer.
Hold
Okay,
on.
wait, okay.
Hold
So
on.
go over the hints one more time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
golden age. So golden age. That'll be what years was that? That was 80.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, late 80s to 92 or 93.
Okay, and then the other hint was
Former
American,
IC champion.
Intercontinental Champion,
uh-huh.
and spot appearances in the 2000s.
Right.
Over
Oh
50.
my god.
99.
Oh my
Is this
god.
wrestler still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Great
still alive.
That's a great question.
Great
That's
question.
a great
Oh
question.
my
question.
God, this is.
That's a great question.
I've been
That
doing this
narrows it
without
down.
having to look nothing.
Is it Ricky Steamboat?
Wrong.
Steamboat passed.
Oh,
Thank
I
God.
thought Steamboat
Thank
passed.
God. Okay.
that was good. No, Steamboat didn't pass.
Steamboat's
He's still alive.
Steamboat's still alive.
Yeah, he's
Steamboat
still
was
alive.
already passed.
Steamboat's still
I
alive.
might be bugging.
He just had a feud with Ricky Starks. He just had a little mini
We
feud with Ricky
killing
Starks.
people off on the show, man. Jeez.
Who got Ricky Steamboat? GH,
He
right?
had a little thing
that
with
wasn't me,
Ricky Starks.
Oh,
Who was it?
Loafing gets
Loafing? All right.
I
have
guess
another.
perfect.
Hold on.
American.
I got my answer. I think I got. Is it the honky tonk
I think I
man?
did too.
Sure.
Is it the honky tonk man?
Yeah, without your internet cutting off. Who?
Oh, he cut off. Is it the honky tonk man?
Bingo, you got it.
Yeah.
So,
I was looking at that answer. It was there. It's Jacques Rougeau. I swear. Oh.
I was about to
Yes.
have an insane poll. I mean, I wasn't gonna get that one right. I was gonna probably go with honky tonk with my next one. I was gonna guess, is it the Mountie? Because everybody,
Jacques Rougeau. That's what I'm
say
saying
the
right
Mountie.
there.
Because they think he's Canadian, but he's actually from Massachusetts.
What somebody should have asked was, IC title, was he one of the longest reigning IC titles?
I was gonna
Right, 'cause
ask
he
that,
had the
but I
reign.
didn't.
He had
Wait,
the
if he
reign.
has the descendant, who is the descendant in question for the honky tonk man?
Jerry Lawler.
Jerry Lawler.
Wait, what?
They're cousins. They're cousins.
That's not a descendant.
But
They're
yeah,
cousins.
I'm talking about a
descendant.
child,
That's just
not
a
a baby.
relative.
It's still family. It's still family.
No,
I
but
said
he said
descendant,
relative
damn
too. He did say.
Relative.
You said relative.
I said
Yeah, but
descendant.
cousin is
I
a
said
relative.
the word
Cousin
descendant.
is a relative.
My boy J-Nap said Tatanka too. Wait, Tatanka was an IC champ?
No. I was thinking Tatanka earlier, but then Tatanka, I don't think he ever won the title.
Didn't
No, he
pass
never
out
won a
record?
title.
Yeah,
He won the $1 million. He won the
Right,
$1 million
right.
championship.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because the first guess that I had in my mind was Tatanka. Because I was thinking Roddy Piper. When that was wrong, I'm like, okay, random names. Just start pulling people from the universe. I was thinking Tatanka, but he never had a title, so I couldn't use him. Damn, honky tonk. I was thinking anybody but honky tonk. I'm sick. Oh, man.
I was looking at it. So I was like, wait, is it honky tonk? I was like, it's between Mountie and honky tonk. I was like, either one.
I started running out of names of who to guess because I was sold on it not being honky tonk. So I'm like, you know what? Let me start pulling up some stuff here.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
And his 2000 and his Royal Rumble one was when Kane hit him with the guitar.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh,
When Kane hit him with the guitar.
All right, Ty, you're up.
I think.
Ty's at it.
I got my guy. Yeah,
all right.
I got my guy.
Guy.
My first question is, was this person in ROH?
Let me double check. No.
All right.
Is this star you're talking about in AEW?
No.
WCW?
No.
Are
Is this
they
an-
active or retired?
I can't answer
Yes
that.
or no?
Yes or no
Are they an active wrestler?
No.
So they're retired.
Inactive? So, could clarify, you said inactive?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
are they over the age of 40?
Are they over the age of 40? I
Yes.
would say yeah. Yes, he is.
Over the age of 40, not active anymore. Retired. Has he won a major championship?
No.
Is he from the Attitude Era?
Define attitude era.
What was it when Vince McMahon made the announcement to 2000? What?
Redacted.
Survivor Series. I mean, sorry, I'm not
Redacted.
I gotta get used to it. Sorry.
Yes.
When Redacted made the announcement of the
Technically,
Attitude
yes.
to
Technically, yes.
Okay. Has he won a mid-card title?
Hold on. No back-to-backs.
Oh, my
Oh yeah, no back-to-backs.
Chisel Adonis looks like he had the question on his mind.
Has he ever main evented a pay-per-view?
Ooh.
I doubt it.
Okay. So we're thinking the lowest of the low here. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Did he have a major losing streak of any kind?
I don't believe so. No. No.
Was this person part of a major storyline during their time in wrestling?
No.
All right.
Was this wrestler
Now we
part
know
of
where
Were they a
Yeah.
part of a fact?
Yes.
They're part of a faction. I don't even know who to, because that was both me. Same question.
Was this person in ECW?
Yes.
Okay.
Was this person black?
Yes.
Is
You get
it?
into it.
Is it Too Cold Scorpio?
No.
Okay.
That's a nice throwback, though. That's a nice throwback.
That's a good answer, but no.
I was gonna say the other name, but I was like, nah, it can't be. Nah, it can't be. That's too easy.
Not in a faction.
No, he is in the faction. I'm not
in
gonna.
a faction.
I'm not gonna cheat you out of that. I'm not gonna cheat you out of that.
Wait, what's Too
Is
Cold
this-
Scorpio in a faction?
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Ron Simmons.
No.
I almost guessed him. I almost
I was
guessed him.
thinking-
Wait. Go back to the.
He was part of Nation Domination, no?
Yeah, he was.
I said this guy-
It's not Elijah
I said-
Burke. Elijah
I
Burke was
said-
not an Attitude Era.
I said he technically wrestled in the Attitude Era.
Right.
Right.
Technically.
We're talking old ECW.
Yeah.
Was the
So,
majority
go over
of
the
his
hints
career
again, go over the
spent
hint.
in the ruthless aggression.
So he's
era?
over in his 40s. He's over.
Yes,
in
it
his 40s.
was. Yes, it was.
The majority of his career was spent mostly in the ruthless aggression era. Okay.
Yes. You get in there. Y'all get in there.
Was in ECW.
Yes.
Can I take a guess?
Yes.
He's black.
Oh, I think
Is
I have
this
my guess.
the Boogeyman?
I got to guess.
I love the
What-
Boogeyman, but no.
Ah,
Mr. Six.
Ah.
Mr. Six one?
Bobby
What
Lashley.
number is he?
Bobby Lashley, no.
No, Bobby Lashley was on the Attitude Era.
and he's held the title, so it
He said
doesn't
ruthless
work.
aggression.
Because you got to remember, this is somebody who hasn't won a major championship. So
Is it Shelton Benjamin?
Hold on, is it?
I got
No.
it.
Shelton, no.
I think I got it too.
I got it too. I think I got it.
Is it
Go ahead.
Devon Dudley?
No.
No, hey, he
Hold on.
I got it. I think I got it.
Let it get me guess. All right.
Charles Wright, the Godfather.
No, I thought that was your guy, funny enough.
Okay, go over the hints again. Okay, he's over 40. He's been in ECW, Attitude Era.
He was ruthless
he
aggression era. for most of his
technically
career.
wrestled in the Attitude Era, but his career was in the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Multiple ladder matches.
Wait.
Multiple ladder matches. How am I even supposed to determine?
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Wait. You said he mostly was in the Ruthless Aggression Era or Attitude Era?
Mostly in the Ruthless Aggression Era.
I should know this because Ruthless Aggression, I was in my late teens, early 20s.
good lord, Ace.
Wait, we said he was in old ECW. Okay, was he in old ECW or yeah?
Right. Good question.
Yeah.
Define old ECW.
So East, you know,
Redacted.
so is it redacted?
Before Redacted took over?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That ECW?
before
Yeah, that is.
No.
Okay.
So-
So that changes things.
Okay. That changes
Wait
things.
a minute. But he was in the Ruthless Aggression era, but he was in the Attitude Era, and he was in ECW.
You said the Attitude Era ended.
I got
what
it.
year?
I got it.
What year?
May I guess?
Yes.
Big Daddy V.
No.
A damn good guess.
That is a
That's a
House
great
Jam.
guess.
Oh,
No.
Mabel Viscera.
Back to back, and he still got it wrong.
Maybe under a
Man
different
took all the
alias.
No.
Oh, Lord. Master Humper wasn't it. Good Lord. So
Was
who
this
This is a
wrestler
good one.
heavyweight?
Define heavyweight.
In between 210 to like 299 pounds.
Yes. That's all.
So he never,
really wide range.
he never won a major title though, right?
No.
He's a black wrestler. He's part of WWE ECW.
New
Right?
Jack.
No.
Nah, it's not New Jack.
Jesus.
That was the first guess that did cross my mind when he said original.
I think I got it. Is it D'Lo Brown?
Nope.
Dang it!
Nope. I thought of D'Lo, but D'Lo was not.
He wasn't in that.
There's 26 points on the board, guys.
No, because he said so he was in the Attitude Era, but he wrestled mostly in the Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was.
Can you define the Attitude Era? What year?
97 to 2002.
Yes, he was around. He was around.
I got this. This probably my best guess. Maven.
He just said that, but no.
Oh, damn. Good Lord. It can't be this. I refuse to guess this man, so I'm not gonna do it.
Do it anyway, man. We're running out of people here.
Marcus Corvon.
Yes.
Wait, Monty Brown? Monty Brown? TNA!
Corvon. That was gonna be one of my first guesses.
TNA? The Ruthless Aggression was TNA years.
You know why I said technically he wrestled in the Attitude Era? Because he was active since November of 2001.
Oh my!
Wow.
I was literally, I was mouthing it, but never said it. I was like Marcus Corvon, Elijah Burke.
Because my boy J Nap did say Elijah Burke, and that was no.
My god! That's incredible. That's an incredible pull because I was playing SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, and Marcus Corvon's in the game. So
the pounce.
That's crazy.
Monty Brown. Oh my god.
Monty Brown.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name in TNA.
Good Lord! What are the chances?
It's Chelsea was dynasty time.
Good Lord. Okay, so
he went to a Super Bowl.
Who did he play for?
He played for the Bills. Oh, so he lost. Oh, damn! All he did was lose in Super Bowl. His last season. Oh no, he came to the Bills after they lost 4 straight. He played for Buffalo for 2 seasons. Then he went to New England in '96. So he lost in the Super Bowl against the Packers, and that was the end of his career. I guess it was just pain.
He ended. No, he went to the Bills. They lost to the Cowboys.
Oh, he was there for because it said '93, and then when they lost in the Super Bowl in '90. Oh yeah. So he was there for that loss too. Pain. Yeah, so he lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 23 tackles in 2 games.
That's not bad. It's pretty nice. All right.
Not bad. Pretty good.
All right.
It's a shame to lose a couple of Super Bowls, but it is what it is. All right. Yeah, anybody but Simon.
This is gonna be something.
Hate this man.
This is gonna be something.
Okay.
The first 3 were doozies. Let's see what he's got.
This is gonna be something.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is a great game. This is great.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the points. I just like the notoriety to get it right.
First one, I can't believe y'all didn't guess it that easily though. That's crazy though.
Currently, I'm in the lead with 15. Chisel has 12, and NYC has 7.
Okay.
Alfred, he hasn't said anything. So
where am I at? Negative what?
15.
I'm like -15.
No, yeah, negative now.
Yeah.
More negative than a virgin's STD test. Go ahead.
Hey, yo.
You're gonna get us canceled, bro.
All right.
He's trying really hard to stump us. He's really gonna dig deep for this one.
Yeah, this one. I'll be very proud if y'all get this one. All right, let's go.
I got mine on.
Has he ever been United States champion? Has he ever been United States champion?
No.
Are they alive?
Yes.
Are they part of the Ruthless Aggression era?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they currently?
Are they still active?
Yeah, he said that. I think he said they're still alive.
I said they're currently
that's alive.
Are they still alive? Yes. Are they still active? No.
Okay, that's great.
Have they appeared on TV in the last 5 years?
No.
That's a good question.
Were they a WWE superstar at the time of the Ruthless Aggression era?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I know who it is. I don't know why.
Has this person won a major title in his tenure?
No.
Ooh.
Have they
ever been a tag champ?
No.
Have they ever
Have they
won
ever won a
two
championship
titles?
before?
No.
Nope.
Have they ever been have they ever been a part of a faction?
No.
I think I know what it is. I don't know why. I feel like I know
You
what
want
it
to
is.
guess?
No, I don't. All right.
Is this wrestler American?
Yes.
Ty, look like you just had your shit all thrown off.
Were they ever
Are they
part
black?
of a tag team?
Yes.
So they were part of a
Which
tag
one?
team.
To which one? To which one?
There were two questions. Are they black or were they part of a tag team?
Not black. Part of a tag team, yes.
But
But
they were
not necessarily a prominent tag team, but they were right.
Were they a tag team, a part of a faction?
Not a faction.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Charlie Haas.
No.
No, he won the tag title.
Yeah, he won a title and he was part of a faction.
Greatest tag team in the world.
Yeah, greatest
So
tag
they
team was a
weren't.
faction.
So they weren't. So were they? So they weren't a tag team of any brand, right?
No. No. It was just one of those. It was in a tag team, but it wasn't prominent.
Okay.
Were they in WWE ECW?
Let me check. I think so.
So they're not active. You said they're not active, right?
Not active.
They were part of a tag team.
Not part of a faction, but was in a tag team for a short period of time.
Were they in a tag team with a mega superstar at the time they were in the tenure?
No.
Okay, so that knocks out what I was going to think. I was going to actually answer. So no.
Did their activity end during the PG era?
Ooh.
Define PG era.
2008.
Yeah, 2008 to Thunderdome, I think.
Yes.
No,
Are they a Hall?
Not
until like 2014, and then the reality era started.
16.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
You said their activity ended during the PG era. Clarification.
Okay, so
he said yeah. He said yeah.
Okay.
A person in my chat asks, Is it Kid Cash?
No.
That's
You
a crazy.
started, but that was a good answer. That doesn't sound like a good
That's
answer.
a crazy guess.
That is a crazy guess. That's a crazy guess.
Were they a part of the Raw roster between 2006 and 2007?
No.
Are they a Hall of Famer?
No.
Nigga, their ass.
I mean, hey.
Hold on. Were they part of the Raw brand at the time?
I just asked.
Yeah, he just asked.
You just asked for, but you asked for a particular year. You didn't ask for like a particular era.
Oh, fair enough.
So
no.
No. So
Still no.
Oh, were they
Still
were they a SmackDown superstar?
that's back to back. That's back to back questions. But
Oh wait,
Yeah.
my bad.
SmackDown.
Was he shorter than 6 feet?
Ooh, great question. Great question. Yes, he was.
Ooh.
Was this man a high flyer?
Yes, he was.
I got a guess.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I got one more question. Is he older than 40?
He is older than 40.
Is it Brian
Okay.
Kendrick?
No.
Brian Kendrick never won a championship, right? Yep.
Hold on. Let me double check.
Oh no, yeah.
Is it Jimmy Wang Yang?
Yes, it is.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Oh.
My next guess.
Yes,
Who
it
was
is.
it?
That was
Jimmy
my
Wang
guess.
Yang.
Jimmy Wang Yang.
Damn, I was gonna say Zach Gowen.
Oh,
Can
I
I
mean,
please? Can I please? I
if
know we're
somebody was
popcorn
that, do they
podcast.
have one leg?
I looked at him on the thing, and I was like, he's from Cali. Oh shit,
Yep.
he's 42. He's actually really young. That's young.
Yeah,
He's
incredibly young.
he's a producer now, supposedly.
Yeah, he came back as a
thank you.
producer.
I know we're popcorning, but can I go next, please?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I'll give up my next one to whoever.
All right, I got mine.
Yeah,
I have mine in the chamber since we started this game. So go ahead and get your questions in.
Bad. Yeah, this will probably be my last one.
Has he participated in the elimination chamber? Since you said that.
To my knowledge, no.
Ooh. Okay. That
Is he
that cuts
currently
out a lot of
active in
people.
another promotion other than WWE?
Yes.
Okay.
This nigga's a fucking TNA. All right.
Okay? Let me. I'm sorry. Let me go. It's my bad.
Is this gentleman white?
No.
So that-
Say again? No,
No.
he's not white.
I could throw out a guess right now.
Have at it.
So he's part of a different promotion.
Is he? Oh wait, no, I can't ask. Someone else asked.
Is he super over or is he?
Can't answer that.
Huh?
I don't
You
know
can't answer that.
I don't think I can answer that.
They can't.
It gotta be yes or no.
Was he a big star?
That's a bit ambiguous. I need a
Has he
more
won?
specific answer. I need a more specific.
Has he won
answer to the question?
Has he held a major title?
No.
World Championship? No.
No.
Okay, he worked another promotion.
Was he a jobber?
Currently active.
What was your question, Ty?
Was he a jobber?
No.
Okay,
Is he over the age of 35?
It's not who I'm looking at.
Is he over the age
So
of
he works for another
35?
promotion.
He is.
Oh, so it's definitely not who I'm looking at.
Was he in the Ruthless Aggression era?
Remind me of the years that is.
2002 to 2008.
Yeah.
Yes, technically.
Oh,
Did he wrestle in TNA during those times?
No.
Oh, it's not who else I'm looking at. Damn.
so he worked in. So it was currently in another promotion.
Yes.
He was in the Ruthless Aggression era.
I gotta say, the company. Yeah, I gotta ask the company.
Is he currently in AEW?
No.
Please don't prove. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Did this guy win a mid card title or intercontinental title? That's my question.
Yes.
So IC
Have they ever been in New Japan?
Say again?
Have they ever been in New Japan?
No.
I'm going to take the first guess in this one.
All right.
Mr. Anderson.
No. It is not Mr. Anderson or Mr. Kennedy for that matter.
I was about to say he's won a world title.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
okay. So he is in another promotion.
Mm-hmm.
He is over the age of what? 40?
35.
35. He's an IC champion.
Yep.
And what's
No, he said a mid-card title, right? Mid-card title. Just strictly, right?
Someone specified Intercontinental Champion.
I specified Intercontinental. Yeah, that was.
He's old, so it's not who I'm looking at. Again, this is ridiculous.
Does he have? Does he have a girlfriend wrestling currently or in another currently wrestling in another
That's a great question.
No.
Okay. Strike that out. Strike that.
Has he had a name change recently?
Give me 1 second.
Actually, I'm gonna use this question. Is this name different from? Is this name different now than it? Is it? Sorry. Is this name different now than when it was in WWE?
I'm trying to figure out. Don't count these questions. I'm not sure if I know the answer to that, and I don't want to mislead y'all.
Okay, so 2 points off the book. Let me see.
Does he make spot appearances in
Yo, hold on.
No, my question didn't count, technically speaking.
No, he said he's looking it up, right?
Oh.
I was looking it up. I don't think he goes by a different name, or if he does, I don't know it.
You mean he went under a different name and you don't know, or he currently goes under a different name?
I don't know if he currently goes under a different name.
That's very interesting.
But he's an IC champion.
Mm-hmm.
I got a good one. Okay, he was part of the Super era. Did he? Oh wait, yeah, I can go to a question because that's a specific question I want to ask.
Is he a multiple-time IC champion?
He is.
Is it Santino Marella?
It is Santino Marella.
Wow, I'm gonna say Johnny Nitro, to be honest.
Golly. No, but Johnny Nitro was an ECW champion, so wouldn't be able to work there.
No, he was 2-time IC champion.
Yeah, Santino Marella. Yeah.
2-time IC champion, 1-time US champion, 1-time WWE Tag Team champion with Kozlov, winner of the Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal, and father to Ariana Grace, who I just found out that was his son.
Fine.
That was hard.
That's a good one. That's a good game. That's a good game. But fellas, this seems like it have reached the my total duration.
You did it right now.
Head out from here. But this has been fun. Right. This has been fun. I appreciate.
We might be.
I appreciate me.
We might need to wrap up the recording of these stuff.
Yeah,
anyway.
that was a good. I think that was a good ending point on the game.
We would definitely.
We're just gonna end the podcast. Why not?
We definitely gotta run this.
Well, I don't want to bring it to an end just because I'm leaving. I mean,
it's almost 9 o'clock. I got work.
We're past the 2-hour mark. We try to keep this around 2.5 hours, and now is a good time as any. Thank you to our special guests, Chisel Adonis and
thank you,
and Mr. Loafin here.
Thank you guys.
Wants to promote himself.
Big Ike Turner, Loafin.
For taking time out of their evenings to come join us on this podcast. Special shout out to them.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you, guys.
It was a good episode.
And for the
record,
for
being black.
And for the record, I think I found a more quieter place to be at.
For the record, also I had 55 points. I'm Luka out here. I'm Luka Doncic.
I'm crying.
Anyways. Thank you, guys.
Be sure to catch us next time.
Peace.
All right.
Later.
And this is
Adios.
the Playin Possum Podcast.